all the saints, your judgment is long overdue.
Judgment? By what right? The people of Stonebridge are guilty of far worse crimes than mine.
You'd be wise to keep your mouth shut.
Better the hangman. Look at... They tore open the doors of our chapter house.
You're blaming...
Indeed. I take affront, sir. I am no murderer, and I can name a...
No, Meister Wolf. You are no murderer. That is true. Half your people stood...
Why did you survive when all the other legionnaires died?
We were ordered to stand for a stupid order. Meant to shame the people. I fled into a causeway. And
If you claim to be a legionnaire, then tell it...
Archambault du Payen, senior apprentice to the Grand Mage. Last survivor of the Legion.
No, not the last. Look at me, brother. We stood at Hearthfire together 40 years past. Spoke the rights.
I remember you. Odo, the tracker, the tireless scout, the watcher of roads. How can this be? In my...
You...
No, I hardly knew him.
Scout is a kind word for what?
You saw a tree.
Just as you say. Every time I close my eyes...
What?
No. I saw him. I thought he'd turned...
You're a criminal, but you're a legion...
Hand him over to me, and I'll see that he gets a trial. He'll hang, I expect, but that's a quick death. But...
Wait, he's a legionnaire. He's one of us. And he's a mage.
This man is a criminal, sir. He tried to ruin us.
We need more information.
Ask your questions. I'm sure the
Why attack Stonebridge?
To leave these people as they left me. Ruined. Who else could demand satisfaction for... I was one man...
Did you...
No. I only meant to steal back the treasures that they plucked from... But I gained a reputation. I learned that one man can be as fearsome only in the last fight.
The trouble in the Foundry. The Automaton Rebellion. That was...
My designs, yes. For their execution.
Are you mad? The people of...
If not for your cruelty and greed, would the Foundry workers be so quick to rise up? I took what you gave me, Constable, and I turned it...
Witnesses said you could disappear at will.
The Legion left many causeways behind, but they couldn't always take me where I needed to go. The Foundry. So I created causeways of my own. Not a simple art to learn.
You lived 30 years in the causeway?
When I wished to come out, I did. The constables were looking for a well-dressed old gentleman. Because that, if I dressed as a workman or a clerk, darkened my hair with pink.
So you moved about the city?
Sometimes I clothed myself in rags and tottered about the main square. No one gave me a second look, and I could observe my enemy at leisure.
That beggar! The fellow who shouted...
Was it?
All right.
The gent is your...
We'll take custody of the gent. He won't trouble your city.
I must vigorously protest. This madman...
My word that I leave you in peace, Constable, on the following terms. Second, that you find the ones who slaughtered...
I dare say. That's one matter settled, but we still owe the Legion a vote.
Was this then what the Legion had become? A bitter old man bent on revenge? I didn't want to believe it. The gent was a true man of the 10th, and its ideals still lived in his heart. Though the gent had committed terrible crimes, the Legion had need of his knowledge. His skills would serve no one if he went to the noose. So the dapper old gent returned to the chapter house, his crimes forgiven in the eyes of the Legion, if not the people of Stonebridge. We have gained a powerful ally, and the people of Stonebridge have pledged themselves to our cause. As long as Jane Cassinda remains a threat, they have little choice.
Gentlemen and goblins, Order! Council,
Circumstances. Does the Legion envoy have anything further to say before a vote is called?
Our...
Very good. No reason to postpone.
First Constable votes aye.
Chief Barrister votes aye.
Guild of Ironmongers reminds the Council of the considerable cost of the events in the Foundry. Are we now to pay for the Legion's war as well?
First, the Guild abuses its workers. Now it votes against the savior of our city? I wonder what the people will do when they hear. And I promise that they'll hear.
Guild of Ironmongers respectfully abstains.
Master of the College votes aye.
3 votes in favor, 1 abstention. As mayor of the city, I shall join the majority and vote aye. Be it resolved, then, that an alliance is declared between the city of Stonebridge and the 10th Legion. May our enemies tremble with dread.
I'd like to thank the Council. The Legion will call on you soon.
Of course, as our ally and savior of the city, the Legion is always welcome here.
The Queen will need our help, and soon. We should take the causeway to Glitterdelve as quickly as we can. The gears are turning again, all over the city. Victory!
Good work, my friends. I'll need to remember to install a safety switch on my next construct. Here's your payment. Now, something's been bothering me. Nothing in my schematics would have allowed for hostile tendencies. I think someone tampered with my construct. I don't have any rivals that hate me that much, but I have had quite a few parts go missing recently.
We can look...
All I ask is that you keep... If you find such a construct, kindly bring me...
Inspect your currency at local markets. Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways. Please comply with all local laws and customs. Please comply with all local laws and customs.